wallets compromised. So many of you have um, heard or experienced individuals that are either clicking on some links and things like that with their wallets that are being attached to or bound to some nefarious smart contracts that have the ability to come in and drain your wallet. And I want to highlight this from the standpoint of I don't know if there's a blanket fix all other than just being careful yourself and making sure that you do not connect your wallet to a site or a project or anything else that's not trusted and that you don't know in advance before you connect your wallet that it is a legitimate site or the site for that specific project. And even then, you want to be careful um, that those projects have no back doors and things like that that could come and infiltrate your wallet in the future. Can you know that in advance? Absolutely not. But the more due diligence you do and the stricter you are on the front end can help alleviate that. The other thing you want to do is make sure that anytime you're starting a new project or getting involved with something new or different, create a separate account and use that wallet to connect so that you don't leave your other accounts vulnerable. So use a different address or different account each time you do something new so that you minimize the risk of being attacked, or at least what they will be able to get should you be attacked in any kind of way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how, or one way that you can go through if you've had your wallet for a while, or even if you're new and you're not sure, how you can go in and revoke permission that you have given to a site previously. So I'm going to go ahead and reshare my screen real quick and see if we can get through this. It's actually a rather simple thing to do. I'm going to share the links to get here and everything with everyone so you can go and do this on your own as well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste in the browser here revoke.cash. Revoke.cash is one of those sites that will allow you to be able to go and look and see anything that's in your wallet, or anything your wallet has been connected to on most blockchains. So first thing you'll do, and when you first connect, you won't see your wallet connected or anything in there, but go to the site. I'm going to connect my wallet. In this case, I'm using MetaMask. It's going to pull up all the different accounts that you have. And this is why, if you notice right here, there's multiple accounts in here because a different account is used for everything that I do so that I can protect any assets that may be in any one of these wallets. So I'm going to click next and connect this one. And take your time and start reading these pop-ups just so you know exactly what's being said. And over time, you'll start understanding where these handshakes actually come into play as you're going through the process. So basically now I'm even signing up or even connecting my wallet to this site to revoke permissions. If you notice, I'm having to actually give permissions in order to connect to it. This is considered a reputable site for the purpose intended. So I'm going ahead and confirming that it's okay for this site to be able to see my address, account balances, activity, and suggest transactions to approve. So confirm. It's connecting to the wallet. And as you can see now, the wallet that I connected to has been pulled up and there is zero activity. There's nothing here that this wallet has been connected to. But if you notice on the Ethereum Let me go here. On the Ethereum blockchain, there's nothing that's showing here that I can revoke because it's not connected to anything right now. So let me go and look at a different blockchain. So this is something that you'll want to be cognizant of if you go through this process and you revoke something, for example, on the Avalanche chain. If you've been using that wallet for activities on other blockchains, even if it was a long time ago, if you're not still interacting with those projects, you can go in and revoke permission. You can always reconnect, but you can, to protect yourself in the meantime, you can revoke those permissions. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch to the Binance Smart Chain. So I'm gonna click on BNB chain. Again, now my wallet comes up for me to switch the wallet. And then now on revoke, I'm going to hit this drop down and I'm going to make sure I'm on the same chain here as well. And then it'll pull up anything that I have given permission to. And if you notice, here's about 10 or so different um, tokens that I've given, or which are, just so you know, each one of these tokens has a contract address. That means it is a smart contract, even your tokens, right? So you can revoke permission not just from projects and platforms, but tokens as well, because a lot of these tokens in the smart contracts on the backside, again, they've been programmed for nefarious intent and have the ability to, once given permission, if you don't know how to read code or to determine, what's inside that smart contract by going out to the blockchain and reading all that fine print, you may not know that there's a backdoor in it, and it could look, as innocent as all get out, but still drain your wallet. So here, for example, you can come and anything that you look at that needs to be removed, and I'm just going to remove something real quick just so you can see how it looks or whatever. I'm going to click revoke right here. It will then call up your wallet. You will have to have some gas money in your account in order to complete the transaction because it is a blockchain. The same way when you approved it, you had to have gas money in your account. Same thing when you unapprove it or revoke it, you will need to have gas money in your account as well. Transaction submitted. And now that token has been removed as one, or the smart contract that has been given permission. So anytime and it's okay to go through and just look at this every now and then just to make sure you haven't connected your wallet to something. And or, if you click on something and you know what, I shouldn't have done that, you can come back here and look and say, and go ahead and revoke it if you've given it permission um, at that time. Again, I don't know, nor can I say definitively that there aren't some, very um, well educated and technical programmers that are out there that may be able to program, some smart contracts that even if you remove permission or revoke permission, that they still don't have some type of way to come in behind the scenes and gain access to your wallet. But what I can say is the more that you do to reduce that potentiality, the better you're going to be when it comes to protecting your assets. But this is a simple way to just go online to revoke.cash, connect your wallet, and you can see here most of the blockchains that, especially on EVM compatible wallets or Ethereum virtual machine wallets, that you would be engaging with the various blockchains is here so that you could go through and make sure that your wallet is protected. Just wanted to share that little piece for those of you that, are worried about that or that have been, have experienced some of the things that are out here. Um, Yes, and it is okay. Everybody's wallet address is online, and just so you'll know, I didn't use a wallet that I use, so that's perfectly fine. Everybody's wallet is public knowledge on the blockchain. Anybody can see it. Mine, yours, or anyone else's. The only difference is they may not know who it's attached to, but this wallet isn't used for anything at all. So if you're out there and you want access to it, have at it if you can get it. No problem. So. I am going to put the link to revoke in the chat so everybody can have access to that. If you ever want to just play with it and see, you may be surprised at what you find, especially for those of you that have old wallets that been around for a while in the crypto space. There's going to be things that I've looked at some of my wallets. There's some things that, man, I totally forgot about that I was able to go in and actually remove access to. So hope that helps someone. But we're going to go ahead and move forward with questions. I see Miss Samantha Studebaker is here. Go right ahead, Samantha. What you got for us today?
Hey, Herschel. Um, I've got a question. Well, not a, well, sort of. Um, I've been thinking about switching to a different watch because my Fitbit has been not syncing properly all the time, and I've been through a number of different videos and watched clearing out the data and redoing everything, and I'm still having issues with the workouts being registering in well being they're not syncing up right with Health Connect. So I'll see it on my watch. It'll show that it's there. I will look in my Fitbit data, or yeah, my Fitbit data, and it'll show that the data is there, but then it's not coming through to Health Connect for whatever reason. So then obviously it's not going to sync up with GetFit. Um, so I'd been thinking about maybe switching to a Galaxy watch, but now I'm seeing stuff in the Android chat on Telegram, and everybody's saying that, Galaxy's not going to work because of Get Fit, what is it, Google Fit being gotten rid of. So wondering your thoughts on that.
All right. I have not been in the Telegram group, so if there is someone out there that may have more information than
Hmm.
um, I reserve the right to be wrong in what I'm about to say.
Oh, sure.
However, my understanding of what's happening as it pertains to Google Fit, historically with Android devices, Google Fit has served as the fitness tracker and the connection point for other peripheral devices and things like that to actually connect. So it's the fitness tracker itself, and it has historically been the connection point. My understanding is that Google Fit is not going anywhere. It will still think about it like this. Android is always going to have their own fitness tracker. Google Fit is their fitness tracker. However, they have taken one of the elements or one of the tasks that Google Fit has been doing and removed it from the tracker and made it a part of the native Android software so that not only Google Fit can function through it, other apps can function through it seamlessly. So Health Connect is just a connection point for any fitness tracker that's Android compatible to connect through. So, for example, even if you didn't have a Fitbit watch, you could download Fitbit as a fitness tracker and it would do the same thing that Google Fit does right now if you connect it through Health Connect, even if you didn't have the watch. You could download Samsung Health. Samsung Health, even though we talk a lot of times because Samsung is the most popular Android device that's out there, we think Samsung and Android are the same thing, but it's not. When you have a Samsung watch, Samsung has its own fitness tracker. That's where Samsung Health, Fitbit, Google Fit, they're all fitness trackers and they all can connect through Health Connect. So when a person has a Galaxy Watch or a Samsung Watch, in this case, since that's what you was asking me, right now, you don't need Google Fit, you don't need Fitbit, you can use Samsung Health. It's just that at this time, could it change in the future? I don't know, but at this time, it just does the software does not allow for um the tiers for the steps to be tracked, but Samsung Health would allow you to do that. Google Fit will allow you to do that. Fitbit will allow you to do that. Garmin, I haven't tried a Garmin yet, but there's other apps that will work. So if you decide that you want to get a Galaxy Watch, it it's going to work. Think about it like this. Samsung is not going to allow their peripheral devices to not function with Android phones or Android software. That's the business that they're in. So, um, but Google Fit, now they may change the name of it at some point or something like that, but Android will always have a fitness tracker to offer people that are actually using it. But I am curious as to why your Fitbit may not actually be tracking at this time. Is that something that you're willing to share your screen and maybe let's take a look at?
Sure. I mean, we can play with that a little bit. I haven't been on here with you to play with it, so why not?
Okay.
It varies from day to day. Some days it's tracking fine, sometimes it isn't. So let me
Let me
get
ask
my
you
screen
this.
share. Sure.
Let me ask you this. Do you have days, and I'm just brainstorming out loud, do you have days where maybe you don't wear your band and you leave the house?
No.
Days where your phone may be in the house or you go walking and leave your phone at home and your band gets away distance and loses the Bluetooth connection at a certain period of the day or anything like that?
Well, I mean, yeah, I could pro there's a possibility I could lose my Bluetooth connection off and on throughout the day, but generally it will reconnect.
Right.
And if I notice that it's not connected for whatever reason, if I restart my phone, it gets connected again.
Okay.
And and then if it's just so wonky about how it does it. It's like sometimes it has issues and other times it doesn't. For the most part, it's right now, like I said, it's working right now,
Okay.
but I can't track like a workout. So I can't say go for a bike ride and initiate a GPS tracked activity because it'll override my automatically recognized GPS activity, say like my walking. It's a weird thing. So,
Go ahead and share your screen.
okay. Uh, yeah. Oh, here we go. Screen. Okie
There
doke.
we go. And let's go to Health Connect first.
Health Connect.
Or you
Okay.
can go to Google Fit and then we can get to Health Connect from there. Or you
To
can go
Google. Oh,
or you can
I always
oh,
have to find it by searching in the Play
right.
Store. Don't ask
And
me why.
no, because it's not an app. Because see, update Health Connect. That could be the problem right there.
Yeah, I've updated it before, but this
Oh,
is a
okay.
new update. But
Gotcha.
yeah,
Okay.
we'll do it.
Perfect. All right. So go ahead and open that. Allow you to open. Oh, there we go. All
Oh, you're
right.
not seeing it?
Oh, yeah.
I might have a slow connection.
Oh, okay. No problem. Now go down to where it says app permissions. Okay. Fitbit. Get Fit Money. Okay. Perfect. That's all. That's what we need. All right, click the back arrow in the top left and let's go to Fitbit itself.
My Fitbit app, you mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, in the top left-hand corner, click the little watch phone combination up there. It's syncing. So it wasn't connected. It's syncing, syncing, syncing. At least you got a good charge on
Oh, yeah, I charged it earlier.
it. All right, it does say it will show it was synced 8 minutes ago. Click the back arrow, top left. All
And the
right.
Fitbit or health, I don't know, something.
So I'm looking, well, we have here's something that you can try. I don't know if plays a part in it or not. Um, right now it looks like you're on Wi-Fi. Are you in a position where you can switch it over to your phone? There we go. To where you can switch it over to your phone connection. You don't have to do it right now, but or you can. Yeah, and let's see if that
Yeah, it looks
improves.
like I might have enough.
Okay. I don't know if you can still hear me or not.
And I'm not hearing you.
There you go.
Oh, there you are. Okay, so I had just a moment there then.
All right, there you go. Okay, so it looks like we're synced. You are synced, or whatever. So that's good. Okay, then go to GetFit Mining. Go to GetFit Mining. Okay, you may have to close it out. Oh, there we go. It's refreshing. There we go. Do you normally have a lag with your data? I mean, with
Yeah.
connections. Okay. Um,
Yeah, there always seems to be a delay between the all three.
okay. Even when you're using the phone connection and not Wi-Fi, both ways, between whether
Um,
you're using T-Mobile or your
I mean,
Wi-Fi.
I'm almost always on Wi-Fi, so I guess I really couldn't tell you if the Wi-Fi was off if I have a delay. I
Gotcha,
haven't
gotcha,
tried that
gotcha.
for any period of time.
Gotcha. Okay. Because a lot of times in a lot of areas, the phone signals are better than the Wi-Fi, um,
Yeah.
in many instances. Okay, so today's has come through. So click on earnings and let's see.
Yeah, I mean, the
Okay.
last number of days I've been
Okay.
good as
Gotcha.
far as tracking the workouts. They are showing up there, but these workouts that are showing up on here are
Mhm.
only auto recognized workouts.
Okay. Only auto recognize, meaning
I mean,
your fitness tracker automatically picks up whatever activity that you're doing and
right.
it pulls it in itself. But when you
Yes.
manually go to your Fitbit and put in a workout, it's not coming in.
Right. Well, I no, I'll there's one caveat to that. If it's
Okay.
a non-GPS workout, say I pick yoga or something like that,
Okay.
um, it'll track the time and it'll bring it in as time in my workouts. But if it's a GPS one, so like the other day, I went for a bike ride and I hit, start workout and it started tracking my distance and time and everything. Then when I ended the workout, then I lost all my workouts off of the GetFit Mining app. So I try not to do that anymore. So, which is frustrating because I like to ride my bike, but if I'm not,
Gotcha. 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 Huh. That part I have not experienced. And I'll be honest, I have the Fitbit, but I have not changed the settings out of the box as it pertains to GPS tracking.
hmm
Um, So I have no direct experience with that.
Hmm.
Because I think it was gonna, I think I have mine just set to use the phone GPS and not the GPS. I think the band itself has GPS if you turn it on.
Hmm.
But I looked
I
at it and
guess,
that drains the battery faster. So
sure.
I never turned it on. But that was the
Right.
only reason why I didn't. Because I like the 7 days without having to charge it.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe
but
that's an issue. Maybe I can look in my somewhere and turn off the GPS in my
and yes, you can.
watch.
And yes, you can.
And that's a
Um,
good question.
yes, you can do that. I'm trying to remember where that is. I do not remember, but yes, it is definitely in there. It may be in settings.
Right.
So if you
Is it
scroll down
automatically is it automatically turned on when you first set up a watch? Because I actually since I've been in here, I've been having so many issues that I've uninstalled, reinstalled all the apps, the everything, and done like a factory reset on my watch. And I mean, I the only thing I haven't done a factory reset on is my phone because that'd be not making any sense. But everything else,
gotcha.
so like, uninstall it, uninstall, and then, make sure all the data is deleted and then reinstall
Oh,
and have it be fresh settings and all of that. And that's how
okay,
I've
so
resolved it a couple of times, but then it still just goes back. So I don't know.
gotcha. Well, there are
I'm,
I'm in the settings under GPS, and there are multiple options. You can use
hmm.
GPS from your phone. There's one that's dynamic. I'm assuming that it can go back and forth between the watch and the phone. And
Yeah, are
then
you in the settings on your watch or settings on
on the watch,
the app?
on the
Okay.
watch itself,
And
there's
that's
settings
under,
in there for that. So that may be something that we have to play with to see if that makes a difference one way or the other. And I allowed you guys to encourage me to go out and get an iPhone just so I could troubleshoot and answer questions. And
right.
over the last 2 days, it looks like now I got to go buy a bike. So I can start riding so I can try to mimic some of the things that some people have had issues with. So I'll go do that next. But
Where are you finding the GPS settings under which thing under the
if
settings
if
in
you
the
go
watch?
if you swipe down, you go to settings, and then in settings, I just scroll. Once you click on settings, I just kept scrolling down, and there's one that is labeled GPS itself.
Oh, mine doesn't have that. Maybe my watch doesn't have GPS. Let's see.
But that is the only thing I can think
Okay.
of. Good thing about it is it's working right now.
Yeah.
And next time, if you're in a position to, let's see when it doesn't pull in, if you're
Hmm.
able to jump back on like in real time when it's not there,
Okay. Sure.
and then we can see what happens. I don't know what just happened, but a few minutes ago you had 49 minutes of a workout, and I just saw a minute, hour and 11. So I don't know if you just
Yeah, because there's a delay in
gotcha.
how, so if we
Okay.
went back, it probably is
Okay.
showing up in here now. Yep, see my steps
There
updated,
you go.
although it's still
Okay.
behind because I
Yeah.
actually have
Yeah.
9,500 steps versus 8,800. So
Right, right. So yeah,
there is
just make
some
sure you
delay.
sync. Yeah, just make sure you come, even if you want to be sure to come here and resync, or what have you,
Mm-hmm.
and before you submit, so that everything to see, just to see again whether it
Mm-hmm.
pulls that information in for you.
Right.
So wish I
Yeah,
had
that's
more
what
for
I,
you.
yeah, no, I appreciate it and just some thoughts on that. So I'll try some different things and see what
Okay.
happens. So,
All righty.
all right, cool.
All
Thank you.
right. Thank you. Mr. Johnny Moore, go right ahead, sir.
Can you hear me, Hirsch?
Yes, sir. Go right ahead.
Okay, I had a question in reference to what you were just talking about with the fitness trackers.
Okay.
I have all Android devices. I had a couple of iPhones involved, and I was having problems with the watch and all that. So, are you saying that there will always be a fitness tracker, regardless to what the name of it is for the Android devices. Because I have watches that I need to send back if I'm not going to need them. I was kind of holding on to two of the Xiaomi watches and a Samsung watch, but I hope I don't need them.
Yeah, well, think about it like this: Google or Android, Google, Apple, all Samsung, all these guys are competing against one another. They want
Yes,
people using their apps. Google is not going to not have their own fitness tracker of some
yes, sir.
sort, of some sort. And there's going to be compatible software to make a connection to the most popular peripheral devices out there, especially Samsung, through the Play Store. I can't see logically thinking, and again, I'm not an expert on this, but logically thinking, I can't see Google not providing an option for a fitness tracker to be used on an Android device as an alternative to the Samsung tracker or as an alternative to, matter of fact, think about it like this. Google Pixel, Google has its own phone, right? I mean, its own phone. It's got to
Okay.
have, Google Pixel has to have Google or Android software to make that connection. There's going to be a fitness tracker provided on Android devices of some sort.
Okay, another question. I know that it's going to be a discount to evolve the miners for the base platform.
Okay.
For the Binance, do you know if it's going to be a discount to evolve those miners also?
My understanding is that whether you are mining on the Avalanche chain or whether you're mining on the Binance Smart Chain or both, individuals will be able to acquire, whether it's base or whatever other chain we may go on, will be able to acquire miners at 50% discount for the number of miners that they actually have in a account
Okay.
on each chain from each chain. So people that's mining solely on the Binance Smart Chain are not excluded, nor are the people that's mining on the Avalanche chain. Equal opportunity for everyone that's in the presently GetFit mining community and in the future MoveQuest community. Everyone has the same access.
Last question. I'll be through Hirsch.
Sure, no problem.
Now, the people who were in the initial bill for the
Hmm.
wallet rotation,
Yes.
does that opportunity for the wallet rotation apply to the Avalanche only, or will that wallet be used for all of the future blockchains for the people who don't have invitation codes?
I need to gain clarification. I heard what you heard. I need to ask to make sure and get clarification. So if you will allow me to get that answer, I will make sure I get that back to you. Oh, you muted yourself. Go right ahead, Mr. Moore.
Thanks for everything that you all are doing, Hirsch.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
not a problem, sir. Not a problem. All right. Dudry, go right ahead.
Oh, hi, good afternoon, Herschel.
Yes, sir.
Um, I'm happy. Thank you very much indeed for answering my question. I have an issue with the sleeping, the tracking of the sleep, my sleep on the phone appear
Okay.
not to be registering. I've I've had some help with the other areas. I'm just wondering whether or not you can perhaps assist with my sleep recording, but it's
Okay.
on my Android phone.
Okay. 1 second. Has your sleep ever worked?
No.
Your sleep, how long have you been mining?
Well, I've been it's just over a week now. I haven't
Okay.
actually claimed anything simply because I haven't actually done sufficient to make a claim in that regard. And the sleep was one of the areas which was causing me to not sort of develop enough points, so to speak.
Okay. Real quick, do have you downloaded Sleep as Android to your phone?
Um, Sleep, I believe so. I can share with you if you wish.
Okay. Go right ahead.
Um, okay, where do we go from here?
Go to the Sleep as Android app if
Um,
you have downloaded it.
I don't think I'm not sure. I'm not quite
Okay.
too sure. I'm
Okay, no
not
problem. Then
familiar
go.
sufficiently.
Okay, go to the Play Store and type in Sleep as Android.
In the search.
Yes, sir. There you go. Tap on Sleep as Android. Oh, go back. Sleep, SLEEP.
Apologies.
No, no problem. There you go. It's at the top. You can just touch it. Sleep as Android. Click on Sleep as Android at the top. Smart
Oh
alarm,
yeah,
very first
yeah,
one.
yeah.
And
Yes,
open. Oh, okay.
I did upload that. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Then now click on the settings icon in the top right corner and click on services down at the bottom. Scroll up. It looks like it Health Connect and Google Fit are connected. Go all the way to the bottom and just click on Sync Now. And then click the back arrow in the top left corner. Click on the second line down under alarms, click sleep tracking. And then click where it says automatic sleep tracking. Second one. Click start sleep tracking and put it on smart period. So to automatically track your sleep without having to have phone never.
Yeah.
And then where it says sleep time estimate, click that. The last one. Yep. Save automatically. Back arrow in the top left. All right. Now let's go to the GetFit mining app. Click on settings. Scroll to the bottom, Google Fit. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so Google Fit is there. Go to Google Fit. I need to make sure sleep is permissioned. So
Um,
go to Google Fit, the app. Not don't switch this. Just go out of this into the Google Fit app. Yeah, Fit.
um, I've got to find
So
my Google Fit.
rainbow heart. Scroll, swipe up on the screen, and then keep going. There
This
you
one.
go. Yes, sir. The rainbow heart. There you go. All right. Let's see. Scroll up. Scroll up to where we get to sleep. Keep going. Keep going. Sleep. Where up? Go back up a little bit. Energy steps.
Sleep.
Going. So no sleep. Keep going. So sleep is not showing there. Okay. Click the little person in the bottom right corner. And then go up to the top and click on the settings icon to the left of the D. Go to settings. All right. Uh, click under where it's underneath Health Connect, where it says Manage Data and Access. Click that. Click where it says app permissions. Okay. Are you currently using a watch?
No, I don't have a watch, and that was going to
Okay.
be my second question.
Okay, so
Suitability.
no, I understand. Okay, so click where it says Samsung Health and turn that off. Where it says allow all, toggle to the left. There you go. Remove all. All right. Now click the back arrow in the top left. Now click on sleep. What we're going to do here is we're going to turn it off and turn it back on again.
Okay, so turn all off here.
Allow all, turn that, yes, toggle it off. Remove all, and then turn it back on. There you go. Now click the back arrow in the top left. Okay. So visually, it looks like everything is connected the way it should. So go back to GetFit mining. And I want you to swipe out, close out of
Hold on, hold on.
close out of Google Fit and GetFit mining, and then open it back up.
Close out of this one.
Yes, sir. Now open up GetFit mining. Okay, click on settings at the bottom. So I'm not sure why, because it looked like you was already connected previously directly into Google Fit. Um, and it should be pulling your sleep in. And you should also, you see at the bottom where it says data source for sleep, and it has Google Fit. We should also have Urban Android show up there. That's why I wanted you to turn it off and turn it back on. The thing about it is we won't know until after tonight. It typically doesn't show up until the next day or what have you. Why it wasn't there before, I'm not sure. But based on
Okay.
everything that I saw, it should automatically track your sleep moving forward. It should.
Okay. I believe this is the issue we had when we were setting up, and the recommendation was leave it until after tonight.
Right.
This was about 3 days ago, and we did, and I'm still where I am now. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I hear
So,
what you say. Leave it
okay.
till tomorrow and see.
Well, Miss Catherine is from support on the Telegram group is sharing with me a hack that she's aware of. So go to the Sleep as Android app real quick, and we're gonna manually start Sleep.
So go to where?
Sleep is Android, the app, the one you just downloaded. Let's go back to that app, Sleep, right there.
This one.
Yes, sir. So click the back arrow in the top left and click again. And get back to the home page. Right there. Underneath, click agree. Wait a minute. We keep this app free. Yeah, click agree down at the bottom. All right. Don't wait a minute. Sleep asks for your consent to use. You can click do not consent. My apologies. Do not consent. Well, it's your choice, but all right. Click where it says start sleep tracking. This is how you manually can start your sleep. So let's let that run for a few minutes real quick. So if you didn't know it or not, you are currently asleep.
I was set for midnight tonight until 8 in the morning. I thought I
Well,
was.
well, here's the thing. You don't, I know you have it sounds like you did set up a sleep schedule. Whether
Yeah.
you set up a sleep schedule or not, the phone will track sleep, whether you have that sleep schedule there or not.
Okay.
which is a good thing. And what you just did was you triggered a manual start for your sleep, which you can do at any time. And I'll just share this with others that have Android devices, because I've had this question several times where people will say, "Well, what happens if I get up and go to the restroom in the middle of the night? Does it automatically stop my sleep?" And yes, it can. However, you can, if you picked up your phone to check text messages or whatever the case is, and you going back to sleep, um, if you want to make sure that it catches your sleep, you can literally click start sleep again on the device and manually start it so that you know that it's going to capture the remainder of your rest.
Right.
All right. So go ahead and click stop and save or hit that down at the bottom center. Scroll up, swipe up. There you go. And hit stop and save. All right. And then click done. All right. Now scroll up and we'll see today. Today you slept for 1 minute. All right. So
Okay.
now, so now close sleep out and open it back up. Yeah, just swipe out of it. Just click the three lines in the bottom. All right. And then swipe out of sleep and then open it back up. No, no, no. Yeah, there you go. No, no, no. Sleep. Far right.
This
Right
one.
there. Swipe up. Yes. All right. Now open it back up again.
Sorry. Sleep. Oh,
The little green Martian. Swipe up on the screen. And Catherine, if you have something, feel free to unmute yourself and share that, or what have you. So none of us you can determine whether you ever want to agree to that or not at the bottom. Um, Now go to, she said sync with, he should already be synced with Health Connect if you know something different than, because we're already connected. So share that hack with me if you have one, Catherine, that's different. But now let's go to Google GetFit and open it up. We want to see if it pulls over. So yeah, we need to close it out and open it back up so we can refresh it. So swipe out of GetFit and open it back up. Click the three little lines in the bottom left. Yeah, swipe out and GetFit and then open it back up. Far right, right there. Yeah. All right, now open it back up. Let's see. Survey says if we get a minute of sleep, or at least if we get click on settings. Still not showing there. Click back on sleep. Go back to the sleep app. Now I think I know what she was talking about. Go back to the sleep app. Click the tap on that. Tap on that. Yep. Go to the top right corner and hit settings. Click on services. Go all the way to the bottom and click sync now. Trying to get a, see if it does a better job than just swiping out of it and opening it back up to see if it syncs. All right, so now go back to GetFit mining. Close this out and open up Google Fit. See if it's pulling in the Google Fit.
close this out.
Yes, click, I apologize. Click the three little lines and swipe out of it to totally close the app. Yeah. And then go to Google Fit. Hit the heart right there at the bottom, the rainbow heart right there. The bottom. Yeah. Boom. So there's your sleep. Your sleep is pulling in now. You see it?
Okay.
So your
Yep.
sleep is connected and it is pulling in, and it should automatically track when you go to bed tonight.
Okay, that's brilliant. That's wonderful. Okay,
All
so
right.
that's it.
That's it for now.
Well,
Please
we're done for
don't
now.
hesitate to come back tomorrow if it doesn't work, and we'll
Thank
figure
you.
out what we need to do from there. And then you said you had a question about a watch.
I did indeed. I mean, I haven't bought a watch yet. I was
Okay.
thinking that I might get one. There's so many watches out there, and it's a matter of pot, taking your choice really,
Right.
and getting lucky. Is there any particular one that best suited for my Android um phone? This is an
What?
S24 Ultra, not
Okay, so it's a
obviously an
Samsung.
Android.
Okay.
That's
So
Samsung, yeah.
because there are so many options available, shapes, sizes, and colors, brands, and all of that,
Right.
the and it's going to come down to a user preference. However, any of the Samsung watches should work. Fitbit, which is owned by Google, is going to work directly with your device. Um, Google Pixel has watches that will work. Those three, um, only because I've used them, I can say will should work for you. Then you narrowed it
Mm,
down. Now you can start narrowing it down to, shape, sizes, color, and cost. If cost is, at least at this stage, um, and I don't even call it an issue, spending less money is a preference, then
that's definite. Spending less money is a preference.
a Fitbit, a Fitbit is going to sync or connect and work.
Yes.
Um, Cost wise, of the ones that I mentioned, those are going to be your least expensive. Um, Not sure where you're located geographically.
I'm
Um,
in the UK.
you're in the UK. Okay, so I'm not sure. For example, you'll know the equivalent of this. I know, like Walmart here in the US, I saw a Fitbit Inspire 2, I believe it was, one of the previous older models, on sale at Walmart. Not too old because it's still on the shelf at Walmart, but for 45 US, $45 US, um,
Right.
last week. So anywhere in that range, but it'll be up to you as far as cost is concerned. Now, online, there's a brand called Xiaomi, which I'm told works. I'm not sure, um, Catherine, if you can let me know whether or not Xiaomi on Android does track intensity or not. But I do know the Fitbit because I have one of those. It has worked flawlessly for me thus far.
Mm,
Um,
fine.
and
It may depend on the Xiaomi because I tested my 7
mhm.
with Mi Fitness and with Zepp, and I was unable to get Tier 4 steps.
Okay.
But Jedi has a 9, a Xiaomi 9, and
Uh-huh.
he says he can get Tier 4 steps. So
Gotcha.
it
Gotcha.
may depend on the watch.
Okay. So from a cost perspective, functionality perspective, and I'll be honest with you, the thing that I like best is the battery life. All in all, pound for pound, Fitbit is my personal choice. Personally, I'm not saying it's the best. I'm saying it's my personal choice for
Yeah, I hear you.
for those reasons.
Okay, I hear you.
Mhm.
Right. And what
And
about the Samsung watches themselves?
oh no,
The, the,
they're going to work. Samsung Watch is going to work seamlessly, flawlessly. But
right.
it'll just be that's why I said depending on cost or whatever.
Yeah.
They're definitely going to cost more. However, um, you do not have to purchase a new watch. It can be. I know Mr. Rob Charlton is in, I believe, in the UK as well. And what is it, John Pye Auctions? He just bought two Fitbits for 77. I'm assuming that's pounds or whatever.
Pounds.
Yeah. for
Got it.
77. He bought two Fitbits.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that gives me food for thoughts anyway, and I'll just look further into it. But for the time being, much appreciated. Thank you very
Not a
much
problem,
indeed.
sir. And come back if that sleep doesn't start track automatically for you tonight.
Thank you very much indeed.
All
Thank
right.
you very much indeed. Bye, Catherine.
All right. Kenny T, got for us, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir.
Um, I don't have a question. This goes back to some of the issues we were having yesterday with people, especially Mr. Joy and a couple people with their MetaMask wallets.
Mhm.
I had that same issue a few months ago, and I got with MetaMask, and I my wallet got corrupted. I had to start over, get everything back. But what they did that was cool. MetaMask gave me, and I just put it in the chat, the Dan Finley tool. You go to this site, and let me see if I can share my screen.
Hold on. No. Right ahead.
Okay. Let me see. Where am I? You see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the site, the Dan Finley tool. You put in your 12-word C phrase and do this. Everybody, if you're doing this, make sure you're on your own computer and there's no one around you don't trust. You put in your 12-word C phrase in here, and this brings up every wallet under that 12-word C phrase. Here, if you click display private keys, it will also bring up the private key. So I'm pretty sure it's probably a lot of people on here that don't understand what their private key is or know where to go find their private key. So if you click display private key, this will bring up your wallet address. It will give you a QR code that you can scan, and it will give you the private key. One, you could check to make sure that all the wallets, especially under your MetaMask, if you have several wallets, if you put here the number, it will bring up the number of wallets. So if you got 50, 60 wallets under your MetaMask, it would put them all in a list for you. You could check your wallets, make sure you have everything. Secondly, you could print this out and put it away. Um, I call my one of my vaults the Herschel vault, which is the pipe that he told everybody, roll it up, put it in a pipe, bury it, put it in a drawer, wherever. But this would give you a list of all your wallets, your QR codes, and your private keys that you can put up. So if you have to go back and re-establish your MetaMask wallet or your Trust wallet or whatever wallet, you will have all your information. Um, what I do every time I add a wallet, I go back and I print out a new list. I destroy the old one and I keep a copy of the new one. So I'm always generating new lists. So this is a really good tool to check to see what you have in your wallets. Make sure your wallets are there. Also, uh, Joey, I had the same issue where some of my wallets didn't show up, and it dawned on me that I didn't create that wallet under my MetaMask. I imported that wallet. So if you import a wallet under your MetaMask wallet, it's not going to show up under your 12-word C phrase if it's not created under that 12-word C phrase. So if you're missing one, that lets you know you have to go back and get it. But this is what I do. I keep this and I go back and check all my wallets here and there to make sure that I have them all. So everyone can try this. at home, don't share your screen. Don't do this with anyone because it's going to put your phrases out there. But when you have time, put in your word phrase and check and see that you have all your wallets. And if you're missing them, or if your computer goes down or your wallet gets corrupted, this is a good way to recover your wallets. Now, the only bad part, it's not going to list the names that you have on there. So you're going to have to figure out which wallet was which and re-add the names. I had 60 something wallets at the time, and I had to go back and figure out which one was all of them. Now, what I do, I take a picture of my MetaMask that shows the name and just the wallets. So that way I can compare them if I need them again, which is a lot faster. But I just wanted to share this with everyone to give you another tool you can use to recover your wallets if anything happens.
Got it. Got it. Now that you mentioned that, I will also say this. Um, yes, I am familiar with Dan Finlay and that's MetaMask or what have you. And that's definitely some good information. I want to also, one second, I'm going to share my screen. And the reason why I say that is because some people are still going to prefer not connecting their or putting their 12-word seed phrase into anything that they are not 100% sure. And I know you've contacted them and they provided you with that. At the same time, the information that is there is also, I'm sharing my screen again. I'm going to go to, I went and created while you was talking, went and created a test MetaMask that I could pull up and share this as well. Let me see. Let's expand the view so everybody can see it. Okay. What he was sharing was for those individuals that have multiple accounts in their wallet, and we'll go ahead and get this captured on the recording as well. You can always go in and add your different networks to the account. And if you have an account, for example, I'm not telling you to do this, but this is one of the things that I do when I go in. This is account one. I will come in. Oh, I'm sorry. I will come in and I will look at account details and I will go in and name. This is just one of the things that I've always done. I will create a primary account or main account so that I know that this is just I don't connect this wallet to anything. I don't connect that wallet to anything. Then I'll come back, for example, then I'll add another account, which I could have named it there, but I just wanted to show that process again. If you don't already have yours named, and let's just say I am in this instance with GetFit mining or MoveQuest mining wallet. In fact, one. Boom. Now I have MoveQuest mining wallet, but I also have my primary account. If I go and I'm doing some other things, I can actually put, I don't know, what's another project that's out there? Uh, I'll just say GetFit 2. GetFit 2. Just to have a different name. So we could go down the list and we could keep creating wallets or address accounts, if you will, to handle or to participate in just about anything that we're doing. What he's sharing is, a few minutes ago, if, for example, let's say you have Trust Wallet, let's say you need to reload this on another device or whatever the case is, you can always take your 12-word seed phrase and import this wallet or reestablish it on the same device. However, the information that you get by going to the site that he just shared with you, you can also come over here. I'm sorry. It's going to come to me in a second. Okay. Click on account details. And then right here, it says show private key. When you click this, it's going to cause you to put in your password, which for anybody that wants to get in this wallet is capital TEST1234. Click confirm. And now it's going to ask you to hold down to reveal your private key. So you can get your private key directly inside the wallet itself, and you could copy this and you could go and import this wallet into your Trust Wallet, to your Token Pocket, to your Clever Wallet, to your Exodus Wallet, or what have you. You can take this key and take this whole address to a whole nother wallet, because each one of these wallets, MetaMask, Exodus, Token Pocket, all of these wallets are just windows that allow you to see what's on the blockchain. Everything that you see in your wallet is on the blockchain. The wallets just give you a user interface to interact with it. However, programmers and people that understand how to navigate code in the blockchain can actually go to the blockchain and move crypto without a wallet. It just makes it easier for me and most of you to be able to engage. But that same information, and he's right, you can go in on that site and pull all that information up at one time. But for those of you that are not comfortable putting your 12-word seed phrase into something that doesn't look like the original MetaMask that you got it from, the same information that's there, because it's all just pulling from the blockchain, the same information that's there, you can get inside of your wallet. Now, he mentioned something else that was key. He mentioned that if you have multiple wallets like this, these three wallets, you can have 23, doesn't matter. If you ever had to restore this wallet, like delete it and import it back in using your 12-word seed phrase, or if you go and you want to put the same wallet on your mobile device or tablet, when you put that 12-word seed phrase in, the names that you name these accounts will not show up on that other device. However, the first wallet that came up, which in this case is 3020, will be the first wallet, which is why I always name it primary, because I know that's the main one. This will be the first one that comes up, but you will not see any of these additional wallets that you created or that you added to the account. However, they are still there. So what he was sharing was on the web, if you choose to use the site that he showed you, if you go there, it will automatically pull in all of the wallets or addresses or accounts that you've previously set up under your 12-word seed phrase. However, I'm not going to go through the process of uninstalling this and putting it back on just so you can see it, but imagine just coming in here and these do not exist, and you just see primary account, but you had two more accounts. Number one, they're not going to come up with these names. It's just going to go back and do what it did the first time. Account one, account two, account three. So to pull them in, all you will do, again, pretend like these don't exist and you just see primary account. All you're going to do is come down here and click add account, add new account. Even though you know you're not adding a new account, add new account. And the account that it actually creates will be account 2. Then you want account 3 to come up. You click add account, add new account, create account. It will automatically be account 3. You will then need to go back and change the name to match, the other device. Some people will say, well, why doesn't it pull the name over? The reason why is because these are decentralized wallets. And when you save the names, that's being saved locally on your device. In order for it to automatically pull the name of your wallets that you've given it over to another device, that would mean there would need to be some centralized database somewhere that was recording the information that you was putting in order to call it or retrieve it later to load it somewhere else, which defeats the purpose of quote unquote being decentralized. So we have to manually manage our accounts and know what each account number or address is associated with. The information that Kenny just shared, and I've never been there, so I'm putting my disclaimer there, even though I believe it's legitimate. But that site would offer an individual the ability to go to one place at one time and gain access to all of that information. But it would just be what the blockchain is actually showing at that time. So just wanted to put that little piece in there to add to what Kenny was sharing. But I'm glad you did share that, Kenny. And yes,
Thank you,
I
sir. And
probably I probably will go play with it because
if
I
you
was
go
not
back,
familiar with that.
yeah, if you can go back real quick, Herschel, to your drop down. So right here, this is what I'm saying. I took a screenshot of that
Mhm.
showed my list of accounts because all it is your account. So if you have to go back and match them up, you have the account name and you have the account number, which makes it a lot easier and faster if you have a lot of accounts to get them renamed, whether, like Herschel say, you put them on a different device or you have to reestablish that wallet. So
So
I
let me
would
ask
take,
you let me ask you a question and refresh my memory if I missed it. The purpose of going to the site that you shared with us
mhm.
would be what? That would that be if you didn't have access to your wallet already and you needed to restore it and didn't want to. I'm just trying to
Yes,
figure out what would be the purpose of going to that site.
yes. If you had to restore it, because that's once they took me through, like you did, adding the accounts and all the accounts came
Mhm.
up.
But
She,
you still had to do this.
yes, you
You
still
still
have to
had
do
to
that.
re-add them back in manually
Yes,
right here.
yeah,
So
and
I guess
then
what I'm trying to ask is what would be the purpose of going to that other site if you have to do this anyway to restore them?
if you don't know how many wallets you actually have, and to verify that you added all the wallets back, all the accounts back. So going to that site gives you all of your wallets, and then you want to make sure that you added all your wallets. Because if let's say you have 60 wallets and you
Hmm.
don't remember you had 60 and you only added 40,
Hmm.
and now you're looking for wallets, it's like, okay, where's this one? Where's that one? And that's what I had to do to match them up.
You got 60 wallets, you got a lot of money, or you got a big family, and somebody else in the family need to start learning how to use some wallets and diversify that a little bit. So,
Well,
but
that's when we were doing the 7 wallets
I
for
understand.
Avalanche
I
and
understand. I understand.
creating other wallets. So you're creating all these wallets, but it also gave me a chance to say, oh, okay, now I can take all of my wallets, a screenshot, and put them all away without having to go into each individual one and get the key, the wallet. I could
I understand.
print them all out, wrap them up, put them away. But
Got it.
please, if you do
Got it.
that, please do not save them on your computer or take a screenshot on your phone. If you're going to print them out, put them up, put them somewhere safe. Do not save them on any device that can be hacked.
And that print file that you just did is saved on the printer. So, but now I'm just gonna I'm gonna keep messing with you, Ken. That's all. But no, I appreciate you sharing that, or what have you. But no, that may help someone um, do that. But no, I did not know that. Perfect. Interesting. So you learn something new every day. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir. It's
No, no,
time for
thank
me to
you.
get to the gym.
Go get it.
Appreciate you.
I tell you what, I'm gonna pay you when you get there. All right, dude. Kevin, go right ahead, sir.
Hey, buddy. I
Yes,
just
sir.
got a little update for you yesterday on the Fitbit that I removed from the wife's device. It has to be connected via the charging app before it will allow you to reset it. That's on the Charge 2. So if anybody has a Charge 2, Fitbit Charge 2, and needs to reset their tracker, you have to have it connected to and plugged in and charging the battery to be able to reset it.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
All right.
Yes,
And
sir.
then still working on tracking with the bike rides. We started over again today, went with trackers, bike rides on all four trackers. Only one device recorded it out of the four. The other ones just recorded steps and other things. It did not record the miles or anything, and it was still cut in like a tenth of the actual distance that was rode. It was like it's like the decimal point from the actual workout gets moved over when it posts to the front of the app.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of riding 10 miles, it shows you rode like 1 mile.
Gotcha.
All it's
Gotcha.
That's all it's tracking on the bike rides. Now it's tracking distance, no problem. When I'm logged in for walking, just not bike riding. So
Gotcha.
still troubleshooting, but wanted to give you an update on the.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
other thing is when once I reset it, it finally was gave me the option to select what device I wanted to set up again. Where before I reset it and I had removed it and I was going on back into the app to add the device back, it was never giving me that drop down menu for the device that I was trying to select.
Right. Right.
It's
Right.
just spinning endlessly, endlessly, endlessly. So if you do remove it, you absolutely do have to reset it before you will be able to add it back in.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's
Sound
all.
like a plan. Sound like a plan. All right. Joy, go right ahead.
Hi, Herschel. How are you?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
Okay. I have a question, and I know you have repeatedly probably told me several times, but I maxed out on all my activities yesterday. But in my tier four, I thought when you say you max out on everything in tier four, you will max out 20,000 steps.
I don't know if I'm understanding your question correct. So you say, how many steps did you have in 24 in tier four?
Over 20,000. I mean, no, 17,000 in something, but I maxed out in the steps over 20,000.
Right. So you get credit for 17,000 of those 20
Uh-huh.
in tier four. And the remainder will come from tier three until you get to 20,000 or what have you. So,
Okay.
in other words, if in order to have totally maxed out, 20,000 steps would have been in tier four.
Oh, so I didn't
But you met
totally max out.
you met the maximum number of steps that you
Uh-huh.
had the potential to um, generate shares with, at
Right.
20,000.
Okay.
17,000 of those 20 happen to be in tier 4.
I
The
got you. Okay.
remaining 3,000 came at a lower tier, which I'm not saying that there's a big difference there, but
Right.
you would have earned a little bit higher number of shares
Okay.
for the ones in tier 4 than
Careful.
the
Right. Okay.
3,000 that made up the remaining number.
I got you. Okay then.
That's all.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. All
Okay
right.
then.
All right. All right. Queen Sika.
Hello there.
Hello. What you got?
Hi. Well, Lance is working with me. First of all, how you doing today?
I'm doing just fine. Doing just fine.
Um, okay, great. So Lance has been working with me. He's probably on the phone, and I'm having the same issue with the sleep
Okay.
portion not connecting, but I'm working from an iPhone.
Okay. And what are you using to track your sleep on your iPhone?
Lance, well, can Lance unmute because he's helping me every step of the way. So I just started,
Gotcha.
and everything that we went through or downloaded, we went through it yesterday, and everything
We're
appears to.
using Health Connect,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Pro.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. She
We're
said
using Health on her iPhone.
hold
Health.
on. She says she's on an iPhone.
Yeah, using the Health on her
Okay.
iPhone.
iPhones no longer track sleep without a third-party application with the latest update to the iOS software.
Got
So
it. Okay.
she will need to either download Sleep Meister, which is a free sleep tracking app, but I believe you have to manually start and stop your sleep. Or many people that have iPhones that I've talked with or utilizing Auto Sleep, which is a one-time, I believe it's $5.99 one time, and it automatically tracks your sleep for anybody that has an iPhone that has the latest or updated version of their software.
Okay. I'll connect with her and we'll get that
Yeah, and I know
downloaded.
you can help walk her through downloading that and put it on there.
Yes. Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Lance, I think you had made mention of that.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
All right. All right. Miss Portia, go right ahead.
Hello, Herschel. How are you?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
Good, good. So just was following up in regards to our call yesterday. I was able to get my Samsung watch um, updated and connected with the phone. However, it is still showing as I'm wearing my Apple Watch for my other account. It's tracking the steps are off. It looks like on my Apple device, I got in about 12,219 steps as of right now. But as I look at the Android, it's tracking at 9,732. I
Okay.
did have them on this at the same time. Um, so I'm not sure exactly, what I need to do. And then also it looks like the workout,
Mhm.
um, is only showing like 30 minutes of the workout,
Mhm.
but it's just not too far off from the other one showing 47 minutes. So
Right. I mean, so there may be some difference, between the different trackers on some of those things because they didn't start exactly at the same time. Um, but here's what I want you to do on that and on your Samsung watch, because I know we talked about this yesterday. What I want you to do
yeah.
is I want you to look at the steps that Samsung is reporting. And just so everybody will know, I'd have a meeting I have to get to. So Queen, you'll be the last one for today. But look at your watch real quick and how many steps do you have for Samsung? Not Google Fit, not Google Fit steps, but Samsung steps.
Oh, okay, not Google. Okay. So the little circle I downloaded yesterday, right?
That's Fit. That's Google Fit. No. I want you to tell me
Not that one?
the
Okay.
watch itself,
Okay.
which is the green and blue circle with the lady, the silhouette of a
Oh,
lady
I see her.
running.
Yes.
What do you see?
11,193.
So you see 11,000 steps on that one, right? Okay, that's
Correct.
Samsung. That's Samsung Health. And then when
Yes.
you go to Google Fit, you see 9,000.
When I go to Google Fit,
Mhm.
let's see. I see 11,189.
Wait a minute. When you go
But
to
on the
Google,
app, so when I go to GetFit Mining, when I'm on the app, on the
hmm
phone, it's
hmm
only reflecting 9,732.
okay. Now my memory is being refreshed here because I know we were making sure that we were synced with
Correct.
watch and the phone. Or you,
Correct.
real quick, share your screen real quick
Sure.
on your,
Hold on.
you're on your Android, right?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and share your
Share
screen.
my screen.
Yes.
Okay. Can you
All
see my
right.
screen?
Yes. Go to the Play Store. Okay. Click the green P in the top right corner.
Okay.
And I know we talked about this, that email address, you can go ahead and come off of there. You can X
Okay.
out that.
No, that
e-
email address is not the same. Just
That's why it's
no.
not pulling over. It has to be the same email address to pull. So think about it like this. The address that you set up, that's what I was asking you yesterday. The app on your watch
Uh-huh.
can't communicate to the app on your phone if you're not using the same account. The 11,000 steps is being reported to a different account, if you will. You
Okay.
see what I'm saying? So they're not going
Yeah.
to just automatically know to talk to each other because they signed into two different places. So they have to be the same account address.
Okay, so I'll switch it over to the other one. For some reason I thought it was, but since you took me there, I'm seeing that it's not. So I will go ahead and correct that.
There you go. And then
Okay.
so
All right.
basically what's happening, what you're getting the reading from is
Uh-huh.
just the phone, you walking around with the phone, and it's just pulling data from the phone itself. So that 2,000 step difference is the
Yes.
is your movement without the phone physically on your person. That's why you got the disparity there.
Okay. Understood. Okay. That's very clear.
Okay.
And then I have one more question for you. So
Sure.
I was going in to do a submission
Mhm.
for the other account, and what I noticed that it said, I got a weird, it says not enough shares to submit.
Okay. So when you look down at the bottom, do you see shares?
At the bottom of what?
Wherever it is you're submitting, it tells you how many shares you're submitting. So do you see shares down there or no?
No,
Underneath the word submit in the green box that you're submitting in, it says
uh-huh.
how many shares. So you don't see anything, right?
No.
Okay, so that means there's not enough shares to submit. The question is why are we not seeing it? So go back to the main page of the app.
Do you want me to share my screen with you?
Are you on a different device or the same one?
The same one.
All right. Yeah. Reshare your screen.
Sure.
And go to click the back arrow in the top left.
Okay.
Real quick, switch to the Binance Smart Chain.
Okay.
All right. Now switch back to the Avalanche chain real quick.
Okay.
Now click on earnings.
Click on earnings. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. There you go. Is that what you're looking for?
Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Perfect.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're
Okay. Let me
welcome.
stop my
All right.
screen.
All right. Ace, go right ahead.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I got one question. You know, I know that we're going to be listing MQT on the Binance Smart Chain and the base. Um, is that listing going to be first, or are we going to be able to get these miners half off, and then she's going to list the token?
I don't know the order. I would assume that we would be able to acquire the miners prior to the listing of the token or right around the same time so that once the token is listed, the mining can begin immediately. That is my understanding, but we'll have to get clarification from her directly as we get closer to that point on what those mechanics will actually look like. However, based on what she did say on Saturday's call, was that we would be able to start mining immediately. So I would assume we would have a way. Well, you know what? I just answered my own question and yours. We will be acquiring the miners ahead of time because 9 times out of 10, we'll be acquiring them at using the base token or whatever chain we're going on. We'll be using that token because that's how the liquidity is being provided for the initial launch on the exchange. So that will be what provides the initial liquidity for the launch of the chain. So yes, you'll have your miners first.
Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. Miss Judy, I know you got a short one for me.
Hey, Herschel. Yes, it is extremely short. First, I want to say your diplomacy is amazing. Your diplomacy and your patience, I just love it. Um, Real quick though, when you had that site up that Kenny had mentioned, and you were talking about adding and importing wallets on the MetaMask,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Do you remember before when I was having issues trying to name the wallets. And then I realized it was because the screen was so tiny that I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't actually see the part where it said save.
Right.
What was happening was my wallet was actually doubling up on the same device. So I ended up with two copies of the same wallet.
Right. I've seen that.
Uh,
I've seen that happen before.
yeah. Now, oh, story. There goes my fire alarm again. Every day it happens. Um, so what I'm asking is, can I just delete one of those? All this time I've been so scared to delete it
You have
because
as long as you have the 12-word seed phrase, you cannot hurt that wallet.
okay, so when I have two copies of it, I could just delete one of them and it's not going to be an issue because I don't want to run into a situation where it's like I've had one copy that connected and the other copy didn't connect. So if I delete it, I'm deleting.
Nothing is on your computer. Everything is on the blockchain. You cannot hurt it by doing
Okay.
anything in there like that. Yeah. So only thing you can mess up with is sending and receiving assets from one place to another and connecting to a smart contract that you give permission to send things from one place to or the other. Outside of that, the 12-word seed phrase restores your ability to access that account and everything in it at any given point in time.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're
That's it.
welcome. All right. Miss Queen, go right ahead. question is going to be, oh, there you go. Go ahead, Queen.
All right, can you hear me now?
Loud and clear.
Okay, so I need to get assistance with okay, yeah, you got me on here. So I need to submit my earnings, but then when I tried to buy AVAX, um, I need to know how to do that from inside the MetaMask app to buy crypto.
Okay.
Because I tried to transfer it, but it was still said it wasn't enough. So I don't know. I need to find out what the next step.
Okay, we're gonna do this in two parts. Number one, go ahead and share your screen, and we're gonna work on that transfer that you was talking about real quick, just so we're on the same page with that. And then, what we will do is offline go through because I need to shoot another recording to go through the process that I'm gonna take you through, so that everybody can have access to it to simplify being able to purchase cryptocurrency across the board so that everybody has a direct way to know on an ongoing basis that they can go and acquire the assets. So go to your MetaMask.
Oh, MetaMask first? Okay.
Right, because that's where the funds were that you needed to put in your internal wallet, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And you were saying there was $4 that was there?
No, I've submitted since then, so now it's like
Oh,
$1.
okay. I thought you. Oh, okay. So you did get it out. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
what
where
I
I was
ended up
lost.
doing was making the amount lower because I was trying to use the max. So
Right.
I made the amount lower, then it went through. So I have
Right.
not tried again
Do
since.
you know why that was the case?
No.
Okay, here's why. You were in AVAX
Mm-hmm.
and you had at that time, let's just call it $5 in your account. And you were trying to send all of it to an outside address, in this case, your internal wallet.
Right.
Because gas fees are coming out of it. Now, typically, the platform itself will make the calculation for you, but sometime when you get into those decimal spots way out there, it may still show that you don't have enough. So I see that you left $1.23 behind.
Yes.
But it should have still worked if you had taken a little bit less. So let's just go through the exercise real quick to see how far off base I am. And we're gonna send and we'll balance it out for you later. But I want you to click on AVAX and scroll up and click send. Click send. All right. Is this a different wallet? Because you
I
had
don't know why it
your
doesn't never stay in there. I have it saved in my clipboard.
yeah, we'll go no. Yeah,
Huh?
copy your address and put it in there. Okay. All right. Add this address to your address book.
I keep doing this. I don't know why. Yours internal.
I'm gonna tell you. Get this is your internal spending wallet. Name
Right.
internal spending wallet for GetFit mining. So I just as long as you know what it is.
Because it's the green, the
Okay.
the green icon, I guess you want to call it.
Okay. Hit save. Hit
It's
save
green and
again.
yellow.
Hit next. All right. Underneath the big zero where the flashing cursor is, I want you to click the two little blue arrows going up and down. Two little arrows going up and down underneath the big zero. Just tap in that box one time. All right. So now I want you to click the big zero. It's going to pull your keyboard back up, and I want you to put a 1 right there for $1. All right. I want you to hit next. All right. It's charging. Yes. Okay. Boom. Give us a quote. Click send. So you see, it just needed a little bit of gas left behind. So when you sometime if you go in and you hit max, especially if you're using the um, base coin for the chain that you're operating on, the numbers may be off just a little bit. So you need to leave a little bit, a fraction in the account so that it will read that you have more than what you're trying to pull off or less than what you're trying to pull off, and it'll let it go. So you see how we were able to just send just a small amount, like $1?
Yes.
It would have let you pull that whole $4 off before by leaving a couple pennies behind. So that's perfect. So that's enough for you to submit today as well. But then we'll need to come back around because I want to walk you through getting you some more ABACs. We'll do that between me and you offline, but then I will
Okay.
put something together for the masses to make sure that everybody has a tool that we can use to help, people as they're being onboarded, simplify that process. That work for you?
Yes. So now I can go ahead and submit, but you said I don't really need to claim anything, right?
No,
Because I
you
got
don't
like
have.
16 claims.
No, no, I understand, but we want to get the number. Remember, them first couple of claims was, um, I mean, you can if you want. I mean, it's up to you. It's totally up to you whether you
Because
want to claim. Unless you're going to use it for something, then it's no different than it being in the claim in the contract or in your wallet at this
Okay.
time. So that'll be I'll let that be your choice on whether you want to do that and when you want to do that.
So now just go to GetFit mining. And I can go ahead and submit, right?
You can submit, yes.
Okay. Well, I can wait for the one for the 22nd or go ahead and do
It's
it
up to
too.
you. It's the day's over. You've done the work. You can't change it. Hit submit.
Okay. Now, see, now it's not enough.
Right. Because we just sent $1 over and you had already used the other 4 or 3 that you had sent. So we just sent enough. That was
So, oh, we sent enough just for one submission.
because you have 2 minors right now. So yeah, that dollar covered that one, but we'll have to
Oh,
put some
okay.
more in there. So we'll get you squared away with some more AVACs so
Okay.
that you can go ahead and get it properly funded and we can take care of it. All right.
All right.
All right. Once again, I want to thank everybody for sharing part of your afternoon with us yet again. I hope there was something positive that was shared that would be something that you could take away and utilize in the future. We're going to go ahead and sign off now. Look forward. There will not be an overview call this evening. Schedule is changing. Our weekly calls are Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on with Mr. Ivy. And as far as evening calls are concerned, those will be held at 9 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So make a note of that. And we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. We'll be back yet again. Y'all have a blessed evening. Thank you.